Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Theme Barker. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and playing the Toy Shock Gottlieb Haunted House Virtual Pinball Machine. Here are some of the specifications for the game, such as the game size, various buttons, and game features. The table itself has really nice side art, and the back glass is exactly how I remembered it in the arcades. I purchased this game 2 years ago back in 2023. Also available for purchase is a black hole side art version of the table with the same games. Here is a quick look at the black hole version. If you're interested in picking this one up, or if you are in Canada, they also released a class of 1812 version. Remember, all three games have the exact same pinball table titles on them. The only difference is the side art and back glass. Also, if you are in Canada, they release small tabletop versions of these games, which are really neat. You can still find the tabletop versions and the full-size Class of 1812 on brick.com. Just remember that these items will deliver to Canada only. Setup was incredibly fast. It took about 15 minutes to assemble the Haunted House table. The game shipped with a protective clear wrap that you remove before assembly, but be careful doing so as the adhesive can pull the side art decals off the machine. Here you can see a size difference of the game versus the arcade 1-up versions. The table itself is a little on the short side, which makes it uncomfortable to play, so I will be adding some blocks under it to match the height of the arcade 1-up tables. When I first turned the game on, I was surprised to hear a cover of Pinball Wizard, which was a really nice touch. So let's cycle through the collection of tables you can play on this Gottlieb Virtual Pinball Machine by Toy Shock. First up we have Victory, which is a Formula One racing table. Next is Bone Busters, which is a skeletal pirate spooky table. Next up is Lights, Camera, Action. Next is Class of 1812, which is a spooky comical monster table. Next is TX Sector, which is a science fiction table. Next is a classic table called Big Shot. Next is El Dorado, City of Gold. Next is Centigrade 37, which is a groovy science fiction table. Next is the classic Black Hole, which is a space-themed table. Next is Jack's Open, which is a card-themed table. And next is Going Nuts, which is a squirrel-themed table. And last but certainly not least is Haunted House, the spooky Halloween-themed table. Let's go ahead and start with Haunted House and give it a few tries. In general, most Gottlieb titles are very challenging. Most of the games are incredibly hard to play, and this one is no exception. Next, we are giving Black Hole a try. One thing I noticed on this Toy Shock table is there is a little delay between the flippers and hitting the ball. This is something that you will adjust to, but it is more noticeable than any of the arcade 1-up tables. You can also save your high scores and enter your initials, which is great to rank your friends and family. Next, we are going to try Class of 1812. This game has a more complicated rule set with plenty of targets and shots to activate modes and features. You can nudge these tables in three directions: left, right, and forward. You can also tilt the machine if you nudge too much.
Shoot the ball.
You can also complete achievement goals by completing hard to reach shots and combos.
See you at the next reunion.
Next, we will try Big Shots, which is a beautiful wood rail recreation. I really love the bells and sounds from this classic game. Next is Centigrade 37, which is a groovy 60 styles table with interesting lanes and side drop targets. Next is Jack's Open, where you can create poker hands by hitting card targets. Just be careful not to nudge too much as you can tilt the game and lose your ball. Next is Going Nuts, which is a bizarre pinball concept. The gameplay is based on multi-ball. When you are down to your last ball, you have a chance to add more by hitting specific targets. Next is Bone Busters, which is really difficult to play because of the playfield art is very busy, but it is a lot of fun with more complicated rule set. Next we play Victory, which is not one of my favorite tables. The playfield is simple along with the shots, and this one is a little bit repetitive.
Lights, camera, action. Rolling.
Lights Camera Action has a busy playfield as well, but this one has some interesting trick shots and gimmicks.
Rolling. Ready, set, draw.
Next is TX Sector, which is a lot of fun. It is similar or reminiscent of Xenon with a bit of more action.
Warning, 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 warning. Interlink disabled. Black enabled.
And to finish up, I'll try El Dorado City of Gold, which is the worst table in this collection. The sound effects are a bit annoying and the playfield flow is not good. Well, that's it for the table games. The Toy Shock Virtual Pinball Machine has lots of options as well. You can adjust the volume to suit your needs. You can also try the instruction mode, which will show you the rules of each game and where to specifically shoot targets to activate modes and more. The flipper feel is good, but the plunger sometimes sticks a bit. I wish the legs were a little taller so it matches the table height of my other games, but that's not a deal breaker. Overall, I really do enjoy this game, and I would love to see more from Toy Shock. I really enjoy the diversity of all the games on all of my virtual pinball machines. Thanks for tuning in and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. And remember, if you're not having any fun, it's your own fault.